Hello folks, Niall McInnes here. This is video number 2 from me in the park. Now I'm going to talk this morning about the glass half empty, okay? So I spent my entire life, until probably the last 6 months, always the glass was half empty, a negative thinker. So I'm going to take you through the mindset of what would happen in my life. I would see someone on a document. For me, it was always about travel. It was my dream to travel around the world and the freedom of travel. And so for me, every time I saw someone living their dream, traveling or starting a business traveling, or someone telling me a story about, doing what they love, immediately in my mind I would think, can I do that? And in my mind, very quickly, in like a second, this is the process it goes through, the critical voice says, no, you can't do that. You always quit. You give up. You don't have the skills to do that sort of thing. And so, that you hear this critical voice and you say, oh yeah, I can't do it. And really what's going on in my mind is I'm thinking, if I dedicate 6 months or 2 years or 10 years to this, passion of mine that would be so much fun, what if I fail? What if I fail at it and then, that time's wasted? And so deep down, I used to call myself lazy, or I thought, well, I'm just lazy. That's why I'm not chasing my dreams. But I don't believe that there is such a thing as laziness. Humans are naturally very motivated creatures. We love going after our passion. It's just fear. And I was just scared. I was scared of wasting that time because I was scared of failing. But here's the flip side. As a result of me not going after the passion, I'm living a failure anyway. I'm living a life that is not fulfilling anyway, because I lived that 6 months or that 10 years half, in half satisfaction, half enjoying my life. Or even, some people are really not enjoying their life. At other times, I've not enjoyed my life at all in those 6 months. I'm working a job I don't enjoy and living a life I don't really enjoy because I'm too scared to go after the dream that I really want. And so I want you to know that we often do this in our minds. And, the reason I started this on the glass half empty is because I thought I was just a negative thinker, but deep down I was just anxious and scared of failing. And I think the only difference between very successful people is, I think the fear stays there. The fear of failing is still there, but successful people don't let that fear stop them. They see that as it's normal to feel a bit anxious because it wants to protect you from getting hurt. But if you really want to achieve your dreams, you've got to go through that fear and see that it's just an emotion. Nothing's actually going to hurt you. You're going to be okay. And so now these last 6 months, I've realised that I can actually choose that. And actually, it was 1 month ago I said I'm going to change the belief myself. I put a challenge out on Facebook for you to all challenge one belief of yours. My one was that I quit early when I'm doing things, and I said I want to change that to I'm a winner. I'm always a winner. Now that belief for me now says that whenever I have that thought of something I want to do, the old way was I'd go negative and say I can't do it, or I'd get jealous of the person. Well, now I say, the thought still comes, and I think, okay, that's just me being scared, and I can do it. If I really want it, I can do it. I've just got to put my mind to it. So now that the goals I really want, I write them down, put my mind to it, and I say that the critical voice is just me being scared, and it's okay. So I want you to find it in your life. If you're being a critical thinker and a glass half empty, everything you look at is like, find ways not to do it, or you can't do it. Look at, if it's fear, you've got to learn that living in fear for anything is never positive. You can live in a relationship in fear, or a job out of fear, which is like you're too scared to be alone, so you're in a relationship, or you're too scared to be broke, so you're in a job you don't enjoy. Find something, live in love instead, which is chase a job that you really love, even if it's less pay. Find a relationship that you really want, and that means finding out what you want in a relationship, writing it down and finding that relationship and going after it, rather than living in fear of being alone. So guys, if this is you, if you are the critical or negative thinker, I want you to know it's just fear, okay? And I call myself a fear coach. So I want you to imagine a world where when you have a thought about what you really want to do in your life, instead of seeing all the reasons why you can't do it, the critical thinking, you see all the awesome ways that you can do it. Instead of seeing this dream and seeing all the negative ways that it would fail, instead you see all the positive ways it's going to be amazing when you achieve it. I want you to know you can change this in your mind. So if you're ready to do that, I'm running a retreat on the 4th to the 6th of March. We're going out of Melbourne, Australia. We're going out into nature. We're doing bushwalks. We're doing boot camp workouts on the beach. We're doing clean eating, and we're doing a lot of mindset work on reprogramming your mind from negative thinking to positive thinking, on removing the fear. If you're ready to do that, then PM me on Facebook or go to my website at niallmckinnes.com, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye.